Election Buddy is a quick and convenient way of hosting an election for the branch. There are several modes in Election Buddy that will allow you to have voters who have smart devices or computers to vote electronically, or there's also a way for non-technical voters or voters without access to a computer or smart device to vote as well. You can set up your votes on Election Buddy so that your voters can come to a location and use a central device to cast their ballots. Election Buddy offers the Kiosk mode feature to be able to accommodate on-site voters for you. This polling station can set up a tablet, iPad, or computer and use Election Buddy's Kiosk mode for simple electronic in-person voting with your staff on hand to assist them with the electronic device as needed. I will demonstrate how easy the on-site voting can be for the user. Place the device voters will use in a private space to ensure a confidential vote. Log into Election Buddy and go to the result page for the vote. From the Actions menu, choose Kiosk Entry. Once you get to the Kiosk Entry section, you will copy the Kiosk URL. Now, that will allow you to either launch the kiosk from this particular unit, or you can launch it from another device. In this particular case, I'm going to launch it from here, and that would allow at that particular time a voter to sign in. Once the kiosk is there, the person accesses that using their access key that we will either mail them or notify them somehow to make sure they know they have their own personalized 16-character access key. They can only use this key one time to vote. Now, once they have their 16-character code in the system, they vote down. Your ballot will look like this. You'll be able to click for the different candidates that are running for the office, and you click and then take your mouse and scroll down to the next person in that category. If you don't see anyone that you don't want to vote for, you just hit the abstain button, but you must click in each position to allow Election Buddy to know that you have completed this application. In fact, what I'll do is I will do a quick click here, Assistant Secretary and Treasurer. Now, when you get to the Executive Committee at large, there are going to be 10 choices. You have up to 10 choices, but you have to select one. So I can select any number between 1 and 10 to decide on who I want to vote for. Then I continue, and you'll find that I have an error. And the error is usually that I have not clicked into one area of the voting, and I'll have to go back and review my vote again. And it looks like I did not vote for a third vice president. I still don't want to vote for a third vice president, so I'm going to do an abstain. Now review my ballot again, which will allow me to see, well, I even want to add another name here to the Executive Committee at large, and then I will hit continue. At that particular point, I have now another decision. I can either look at it one more time for the candidates I voted for, or if I don't like who I voted for, I can edit and go back and look at candidates again. I've changed my mind. I do want to vote for first vice president now, and then scroll back through there and I hit continue. But if I am satisfied with who I voted for and I've looked over that and I realize those names are the ones I want, then I hit submit. Once I hit submit, you'll get the thank you button, and at that point you are not allowed to go back to see the results. Even if I try to hit the back button, it will not allow me to go back and change my vote. That is the end of the voting process for the kiosk election, and a very simple process. Now, the system is designed also to refresh every 3 minutes. So if you just let this kiosk stay open, and you can shorten the time if you want to. You can say refresh after 2 minutes. You can say refresh after 3 minutes, but whichever one. Once the 3 minutes is up, you will see the sign-in vote comes back again, and then the next person with an access key will come up and they also can vote. That's how simple it is to use the kiosk method. And after you finish with that kiosk method, then at the end of the voting, those votes are also included with the other members of the branch who have voted as well. That's how fast and how easy it is to get results from using the electronic election buddy without having to count paper ballots like we used to in the old days.